For my family, I won't miss a beat. And I keeps it discreet when I'm in the street. I gotta make them ends meet, then I repeat. And it ain't sweet, cause I'ma hold it down like cleats in some concrete. Even though it's bittersweet, I see. I'm thinking about you after every play. I wish I could stay with you, lay up all day. But all this money out here, I gotta make it. Yes, nigga in the way, in this life I'ma take. For God's sake, I hope I make it to the high. I'll rip off your blast tongue, kiss it in your mouth. Put your head down side and wait on my turn. And when I hit the click, girl, your ass gon' learn. I can't wait till I get to you. The sweet last week, I pray to God my niggas get up off the street. I'm tired of the RIPs. I just see my dog last week. He was trying to get back on his feet. I'm out here on the road, anything could go wrong. Let me go and get the paper, I'ma bring it back home. I know you feel alone, just call me on the phone when I'm gone. You miss me, I can hear it in your tone. And to be real, it ain't nowhere else I wanna be than kissing you by the Christmas tree. Some people like make it to the end of the year, so I wanna make every moment sincere. And I'ma figure out a way where I won't have to be far. Conversations in the car while you split the car. You really got my heart, you the star. My love, my life, baby, yes you are. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait.
I've been gone, I've been gone. I've been thinking about your love. I've been thinking about your love. And you know that I can't wait till I see you. Girl, we got business we need to.
We live, player? What's going on, man? It's your boy Ski, my boy Bread.
Yo.
Let's chop it up with y'all. Let's studio, what we gonna call this? Studio Etiquette 101.
Studio etiquette, man.
Damn, cuz.
How you
player?
Yeah, man. How you supposed to act in the studio? You feel me? Come prepared, man.
Everything.
Yeah.
Who in,
So what's first and foremost? Okay, well, hey, let me first introduce myself. My name Bread, man. Bread Mixie. I've been engineering for a good little minute, man. I went on a little quick little hiatus and shit like that, man, but I think I'm coming back.
shit, about 3 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ever since the pandemic.
Yeah. 2020, nigga. I went and got a job, a real job. And I got fat too, yeah. So, you know what I mean? I've been eating good, but you know what I mean? But, hey, like I said, man, making the comeback, finna get back into that thing. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, shit. Get into them, though, Skeet.
Oh, yeah. Shit, what's the first thing you want to talk about, Bread?
So, shit, studio, man, for studio etiquette, man, how do you feel like, what's the most unprepared that you've seen the person come in the studio with you?
They coming that big and want you to find a beat for them to rap on YouTube.
Ooh. Hey, nah,
They ain't even got the song together. They just want you to just go
I
through
done
some
dealt
beats.
with. So, your time is number one, man. When you come to the studio, already be on point just because if your time, let's just say, what time it is now?
I ain't got no watch.
It's 7:17. If your studio time, you book the studio session to be there at 7 o'clock. Your time started at 7 and you only book 2 hours or something like that. Hey, your time started at 7 o'clock.
Supposed to.
Okay.
Supposed to.
Okay.
Whether you outside smoking or not, it's
Yeah.
supposed to start at 7
I mean,
o'clock.
for all the smokers and everything up, man, I came to get the vibe of the studio and everything up, man. Your session started at the time that you paid for. You know what I mean? So that's all included with your session and everything else, man. Because, you know what I mean? We're moving by the time. I mean, we're moving by the hour. You know what I mean? We get paid by the time. I mean, of course, we love what we do and everything else. So that's number one, man, being prepared, all right? Start on time. Have everything together. Have your beat already. If you already know what you're going to do, have your beat already.
Really? Go ahead and send it to the studio before you get there.
Before you even get here.
I already have it sent.
Yeah, man. And so,
yeah, have it sent because you'll be amazed how many people come to the studio and just be like, They just come whenever. I like, boy, if you was in Atlanta or something, you book 7 o'clock and don't be there at 7 o'clock.
I mean, it shouldn't be allowed. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Now, when I was doing sessions, but y'all already know what was going on with me, man. You know what I mean? Hey, when this thing started, I throw the timer on in the back.
Oh yeah, you just had a time out.
I just had a timer on in the back of the studio. So you already know, look, this how much you got left. Your time does not stop because you finished recording now and it's supposed to be mixed and everything. Get what you want. Nah, buddy.
That's all part of it.
All that is
That's
included
in your hour. So you can't be in that bitch trying to record 8 songs.
Yeah. So first and foremost, man, back to the very first part of it. Be prepared. Have your beat. Already go ahead and send it to us. If you go ahead and send it to us, man, as soon as we get started, you already loaded up. We already ready. Boom, hit record. Drop that thing.
Yeah. You got
What's next?
trying to think, then when you do your music too, make sure you know your stuff. It cool to freestyle and all that shit though.
Hey, well, I mean,
There's some niggas, cause I know some niggas that fired freestyling.
yeah, cause that's
And I won't record them because they take that shit too long.
That's that new style.
I feel you.
Style of making music now, man. Like, don't nobody writing that down no more. Like, know what I mean? Like,
You can tell
player,
that.
you remember goddamn like how you used to have to write stuff down, and everything, go dog. Before you just go off in the studio. Yeah, man, y'all don't know. Player used to be a rapper, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Player G, not the one with the
I ain't
ball.
got nothing to do with it now. I ain't got nothing to do with this, bro. I'm behind the boards, man. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I like that new style because, like, man, I done met somebody that go in there and freestyle and boom, it done. No writing, no nothing. But I would say at least know your material.
It's right though. I done met some folks that been in that bit, boy. We done been in that bit 30 minutes on 2 bars. Time just a ticking away.
Yeah.
I've seen that. That's the worst ever. Because one thing y'all gotta understand what that do is that will get the goddamn person that's engineering you. That'll make them lose any kind of interest in your song. Cause they sitting there listening to the same thing over and over. That one little part, you just keep listening to it over. Cause I done recorded some of the people where they done did that, and I done got to a point where I couldn't even tell them to do it over because I figured that's how it was supposed to go because they literally done it 15 times in a row the same way. And I'm be like, well, I can't really tell
Boy,
them.
crazy. Boy, gonna say
something
Sean
different.
J.
Hey, I seen it. And I wasn't gonna say it, man.
You said
Chris Tarantino. What it is? That Snake?
Snake the Great.
That's
Big
Snake, what's
Snake
up?
the Great.
Man?
Yeah, 'cause I done down so seen some people. I be like, man, I guess that's how it's supposed to go because they ain't changing, and it sound the same. So I be like, I don't know, but that's a tough one there.
Yeah. What else, man? Studio Etiquette. All right, so have your beat ready, man. Know your material. All right, as far as knowing your material and everything else. Okay. If you've only booked 1 hour and you've taken 30 minutes to record, you know that only leaves 30 minutes worth of,
Mixing.
you know what I mean? And it's not even a full in-depth mix. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be something quick to get you your song because you only got 30 minutes, so it
You
ain't
got
too much
30
I can do in 30. Well, sometimes you can do it. It depends on how the song recorded too.
Okay. Yeah, how it's recorded, who it is, and their recording technique.
Yeah, they know how to record a song. You can mix a song in 30 minutes if you got to do a lot of your work, you ain't gonna be able to do it in 30 minutes.
Okay.
You got to do a lot of fixing and cleaning, and I got to change this, I got to change that, I got to fix this. Which a lot of that you kind of do while you're recording anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah, because I kind of go ahead and So, what would you suggest? All right. So what would you suggest if they recorded for 30 minutes? What would be the next thing for them to
to me, like I tell everybody, if you recording just a song, then that's different. But if you know you finna put together an EP or such and such, book a 10-hour session and just go in there in that 10 hours, record as much as you can. Don't worry about it being mixed. Do the Tupac method. Just go in there, record a song, and listen to it one time, pull up the next track. Record that bitch. That way, when you get done, now, because you might get it mixed by somebody else that's not even at the studio.
Right.
You may have a homeboy that do it. Now you get all your song mixed. Now you done record in 10 hours. If you know your shit, you could damn near record 20, 30 songs. Easily.
Easy.
Because you ain't recording something. Then you go back, especially when you're working on a project. You goddamn go through them songs and be like, out of them 20 songs, I'm only gonna pick 6 or 7 or whatever you're gonna pick.
Right.
I got them songs. I got them already picked out. Now I'm finna get somebody to mix that. Now I be like, well, shit, I did 2 verses on all the songs. I might know somebody that might, hey, I want you to jump on this song. Send it to them, let them do it. They can do it at their studio or whatever. Certain songs you want to put features on.
Right.
Just do the song, send it back, get them all mixed. Then you may, if you go to the same studio, you can get another 10-hour block and get somebody to mix it, or you just pay somebody individually, the person to mix the whole project, or pay them song by song or whatever they charge. But you'll be amazed how much music you can get done if you just record it. If you know you're finna work on the project, but most people spend so much time on that one song, unless you got your own studio and you can do that. And time ain't no thing, and money ain't no thing then. But yeah, if you
Timing is everything, man. Like, you got to think about that. Timing is everything, man. If you ain't got but 24 in a day, imagine what you just paid for. You only got that time allowed to, man, make the best of it. Make the best of the time that you done already just paid for and everything. All right, so what next? All right, so we got, so there's 3 things we done talked about, man.
now on the engineer, like people that record these people.
Gotcha. Make sure you on point.
Yeah, because a lot of problems I see when people send me songs to mix for them, they record it somewhere else. What's the main problem that be wrong with the session?
The beat too loud.
Not even the beat. The vocals. The microphone be so loud. And once that be recorded loud, it ain't really much you can do to fix it. It's distorted, for one. Then the beats they be getting off YouTube be super loud, for one.
Ain't mixed.
Then they record all over the place. Because it's been sessions where I spent 20 minutes arranging the session just to mix it.
Damn.
Like arranging that bitch, lining it up, cutting this, sliding this track up because they got the ad-lib track all the way down here and I didn't know it was down until I scrolled down and I'm doing or they record the verse with like 5 stacks. Like a lot of that be pointless.
So now a lot of times how I tell you how I do me a lineup. All right, so now I mean templates are helpful, you know what I mean? But we don't want you to get stuck on those.
I don't use them. I hate them.
You know what I mean? But I won't put plugins on. But I go ahead and have it set up. I have it color coded.
Yeah, I have it cut. Yeah,
I have it color coded. All right, so I already know most folks gonna do an intro. You know what I mean? They're gonna do hook lead. They might do a little hook dub. They might.
Yeah,
so just in case they might have it already up there. Yeah. And I know they're gonna do an ad-lib. All right, so boom. Now I'm going to my verse. I'm gonna do the same thing with those. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have me a verse lead, verse dub or background, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm gonna have me a verse ad-lib. And then I'm gonna have me an outro. Yeah. And then I can work with that. So let's just say if they do more than one ad-lib. So with that one, they do one ad-lib. So I don't think I got to do a duplicate. You know what I mean? Boom. Still say, you know what I mean? Still color coded the same way. Mm-hmm. Still, you know what I mean? In the same correct place that it's supposed to be. And then move so on from there. And then they got somebody with a second verse. Do the same thing with that. I duplicate, change the color on it. You know, change it to a different color.
Yeah, I kind of do that the same. But what when I open up a track and I just don't know the art, I always open up 15 tracks. I try to get everything I can get in them 15 tracks before extra.
So that's your magic number.
Yeah, I always open up 15 tracks, but what I try to do, if I can get it to sound good with just using 15 tracks,
gotcha.
It's in there. Cause even when I'm doing R&B music, R&B music, it'd be way more than that. But if I could, because a lot of times you can record that bitch a certain way and make it sound, but if you can record that bitch a way where you can get that max sound in 15 takes. 15 tries. You gonna everything else is just extra.
So Naka just said something. He said you got to make sure you and the producer are on the same page, or the engineer, who's ever recording you. That engineer, you and that engineer, y'all got to have like some type of chemistry, some type of vibe, I guess. Even if it's your first time, and so I'm speaking from an engineer point. So if it is my first time ever seeing you or ever being in the studio, I'm gonna try to vibe with you. I'm gonna try to catch how you are, anything like that, man. Just you know what I mean. We should be able to link on something.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean. And
I'm
then
kind of like that too.
and we take that and boom, and we thrive on that. I be like, okay, so this how you like it, man. We're gonna do it like that right here. Tell me how that sounds to you.
Look, it don't take long. I can catch on quick.
Yeah.
Like when I'm recording somebody, after about 3-4 takes, I can tell how you like record. I can tell the speed recorders. I can tell the people that like to be punched in that last bar. I can tell the people that got it want to sit and listen to the whole verse. I can kind of tell that because you can tell because people have certain stuff they do when they in the studio. They do that shit all the time, and it's
Right.
just like you can record somebody and be like, "Oh, I already know how you record." Like, I record you one time, and by halfway through that session, I already got you down pat. I know what you like, what you don't like.
So Swayze is one of them people, dog, that he always had his stuff together.
Oh, always.
He knew how to record it, how he wanted it, everything, man. Like, so he already know. I already know Swayze gonna come in there. He's gonna do a hook. I mean, if he do a hook, he gonna do a hook lead. He want a hook dub.
Yep.
He want to go to left. He want to go right,
Yep. You gonna put that other one. You gonna tuck that bit down a little bit.
and then he gonna do an ad lib next. You know what I mean?
But you wanna know a secret I started doing with that?
What?
When you do the dubs, have you ever tried doing like a one band EQ on? Let's say you got 3 of them,
Gotcha.
and you put the one in the middle. And when I was telling you about this other day, about you paying left and right. I used to pan the heavy vocals wide and the lighter vocals in, but
Flip flop it.
I flip flopped it. I was reading this watching these YouTube videos and got this like tutorial what they was doing, where they basically reversed. They did the heavy vocals in and the high pitched lighter vocals did those wide. You can tell a bit different, but what I do is normally the main track always gonna be the full voice. When I do the dubs, I always put a one band EQ on it.
Okay, and you
And
cut.
kind of thin it
the
out,
lows
not
out.
radio it, but kind of cut a little bit of the lows out. So when it blends in with the lead one, I do that for each one
Maybe
until
like
it blends.
Could have made like 125, 100, 125,
130, something like that, and make that bitch blend. I do that with the spot dubs. I do that. When you tuck that, it'll make it. Cause sometimes people's voice get heavier because they're not saying the whole
Hey,
thing.
I see these other engineers tapping in. I mean, y'all watching JD? What's up?
Goddamn.
What's up, Kenji? What's up, y'all?
Goddamn, little bro.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other person is. Oh, Mona in this thing.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, but I kind of find out like Sway's one of those. Like it's certain people that I can record easily. I know how they record in pattern. Like OE, he record in it's a pattern that is no matter what song he doing, the same pattern is gonna be the lead track. It's gonna be a dub to that. If he do 3 of them, it may be 2 or 3.
Okay.
Then he'll do the spot dubs. It be in one voice. Then let's say he'll double that. Then he'll do another octave, double that. But it be more like, it don't be the full verses. It'll just be like a spot dub, like the ending words all the way throughout like that. Then you do your ad libs. Then you got the rap verse. Then he'll do his singing ad libs. Then he'll do regular ad libs. And that's what, about 8, 9, that's probably about 10 tracks.
Okay. So now let me ask this: do you feel like
up, JD?
Spot Dub, and JD,
Yeah,
I want
fine.
you to come in on it too now.
Yeah, we might need to add JD. Come on, you're fine.
Hey, are Spot Dubs out of style now?
Hell no.
Hey, so player, like I heard you say something about it one time.
What
Like, are Spot Dubs out of style now? Like, know what I mean? Like, do you really want to hear? What do you feel about dubbing?
I mean, I always been a fan of dubbing it, but then like you just said earlier, like the way of how niggas record now, so it's like if you could get that one take out A1,
Yep.
Right.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Then you could just stack it with your ad libs or putting your emphasis on certain words and shit like that. So I think that's always a plus. The spot dubbing that's more for like a freestyle type of artist. That's like bro mentioned Sean. Sean do a lot of spot dubbing and shit like that. My thing is if you spot dubbing and you reading, like how in the hell can you write something? And I'm quite sure you done went over it, but you still hold on, man. I fucked up. Hold on. Baby, this your shit. Like, how is that? I mean, I guess I get it because I used to fuck up too, but then I had to learn like. But you gotta, like y'all said earlier at the beginning, like, but you gotta know your shit before you come in.
I love spot dub because spot dub it help insinuate certain words. Like me, unless you are a flawless rapper, which it's only a couple of people that I have physically recorded in here that can do a one take verse where it's like flawless, where they can just put ad lib behind that bit. Like Big Nard is one, OE is one, Swayze is one, Swish is one, Tony B is one, probably a couple more. Hot Boy, he kind of got the voice where it's like they polished rappers. You know the difference between somebody that can rap that's good, and you got the one that just sound like they just polished, like they've been doing this shit for 10 years.
Now that's one I don't. That's one I think that shouldn't use spot dubs because he enunciates so clearly. Like you know what I mean? Like
I still use spot, like niggas say, I still use spot dubs. Now dubs, I don't like to use.
Okay.
Unless
talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, like I don't like you should. I feel like you shouldn't have to if you do the perfect one. If you do the perfect lead, you don't need a dub unless you someone like for example, Big Nard. You know, when Big Nard do his dub, what he do? He use that. You know, Big Nard kind of got two voices. He got the high energetic voice and he got that low deep voice.
Gotcha.
And Smoke the same way. OE's the same way.
But all right, so Nickel, I see you said you got the spot dub.
You got to because it just bring the feeling to the word.
I think it's like harmonic. If you're doing like a harmonic spot dub, like normally, like you said, like Smoke. What's that song that he recorded? That's hard to me. That you.
Yeah, you.
There was a lot of dubs.
Yeah, but he's singing though. But like like I say, rapping wise, spot dubs it's just it's one of a spot dub is like a feeling thing. Like when you listen to a verse without it, you can tell and you be like, it look like it's missing that. But the dub is the one you can always do without. But if you got a messed up lead, the dub will kind of help it a little bit. Because most people, when they record a lead and they record the dub sound better.
Okay.
Because they hear themselves now. You know, when you hear yourself, you just sound, you put more energy into it because you actually rapping on top of it. And a lot of times I've recorded artists like that. Like, we'll do a lead that be so-so, and they be like, let me do it over. I keep it. And be like, no, just listen to yourself and re-rap it. And then when they rap it the second time, I'll just take the first one out because now they hear themselves. They got that swag. Now they got more energy.
Right.
So I'm finna goddamn, they feel it be like, see, this is how you should do it the first time.
So you might be the one that taught me that then.
Well, I think I did tell you that.
Yeah.
I was talking about don't never
keep that first one.
Yeah, just let them rap it.
Get it out their system.
And just goddamn, when they hear it, so they gonna make it sound better.
Yep, and keep the second one. Yeah, I've done that before quite a few times in a lot of sessions.
Yeah, he said the same thing I said. The dub should.
Yeah, I agree with OG. I don't think the dub should sound.
Yeah, unless you got like a high energetic voice, or even if you do a rap verse, you got like you say harmony type verse, you want to rap it. That shit go good because you just have to know how to blend it.
Right.
And it could be vice versa, depending on the sound of the song. You can have the rap, because he do that a lot. He got like a high energetic voice. I love when he rap like that. And I used to get him the rap, whatever his verse is, I put that verse in the background and take it. Smoke do that a lot. You know, Smoke used to rap in the high energetic voice back in the day. Now he do more because he's older, more laid back. But he do the other one, and I try to make him do that and take it. You know, I like that too sometimes. It just sound, but that's the ones that be rapping. Like the type music now, if you don't rap, you know, everybody kind of melodic singing type rapping. You really can't do that on that. You have to just do it that way. My spot dub. You said my more melodic songs, I spot dub and layer them. Yep, harmonize with myself. That's how you get it. That's just how you get that sound.
Yeah.
Cause that shit sound. Cause it be a lot of songs we be listening to on the when we be on money and play it be like it's just missing something. It'll be missing a lot of that. It just don't have that. It don't be having that feel. They be hard, but they don't be having that feeling.
That feeling to it. Okay. So, all right. We're gonna get cause we started out talking about etiquette. All right. So we're gonna recap what we talked about. So we talked number 1, be on time. Be on time. Number 2, have your stuff together. What was number 3?
Time, have your stuff together.
Be aware of your time, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. I think number 3 was just goddamn. I can't even remember.
How about it? Number 4.
It probably go number 1 and 2 probably
Go
equal
hand
to number
in
3.
hand.
It
Okay.
probably kind of go to number 3.
So we'll say number 4, man. That build that relationship with your engineer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, build that relationship with your engineer so y'all can create a vibe together. Create that vibe.
You can use the same engineer a lot of time because that how you create. Unless he's just not good and you have to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
But if he decent, use that same engineer because that's
If
how
you-
you create.
if
create
you-
that sound.
if
Even
you-
producers.
Yeah. If you find that one engineer, all right, so this your first time recording that engineer, and you produce, y'all do a song together, and you get good feedback from the song and everything else,
Stick with that dude.
stick with that person. Stick with that person, know what I mean? But now you're like, I don't know, man. They could have said.
That's why it's good to get you an engineer that kind of know how to put together a song too, opposed to just somebody that know how to just press record. Because you can press record,
Ready?
and they just a person
Ready.
that know how to record, and that bitch just sound bland.
What next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I get like that sometimes. If I get burnt out because I'm in that bitch so long, because you taking a long time, I just be like, "What's next? You doing ad lib?" Because by that time, my ears drain, and that's what you do not want to do. Oh, that was the third thing: is don't goddamn wear your engineer out recording, because like, y'all don't understand, boy. You sitting there listening to the same thing over and over and over and over. You ready to go now? Now when you goddamn when that bit moving and you energetic and that bit sound good, but you in that bit, hey, you should try this, should try that. But some people don't really. A lot of people don't like that too. They be wanting to do their
engineers
song.
y'all recommend. So I ain't gonna get into that. Say it.
Nah, nigga. Put him out there. Put him out.
I ain't gonna get into that on say it.
Put him
You know what
out.
I mean? Because
It really depends on your preference. Because some engineers gonna charge. Like me, I've been doing this shit for 20-some years, and I done worked with a lot of people, industry and non-industry, independent, local.
a lot of people do
Don't matter.
different. A lot of people do different things from. You know what I mean? And it all depends on like how y'all blend with each other. You know what I mean? I won't get into the recommendations and everything.
I mean, it's kind of hard to really just recommend somebody because, like Skeet said, like you gotta try them out. So you get in that studio with that engineer,
trial and error.
and you catch that vibe. Then all right, and they give you what you looking
Right.
for. That's my guy. But you know shit, cause I can say shit, Brad, the hottest nigga, the best engineer in the world. But that's just to me for what I like and what I want. You might get another artist and shit. Y'all just energy just off, just a little different.
Yeah. Hey, and I've had that before. Like, know what I mean? Like, all right, so I've had a person come in, me and them, we vibe good. But me and they homeboy, no. No. You gotta go holler at Ski. You know what I mean? Now, see now, certain things, certain engineers are good at. I know with most singing songs, if you can sing. Now, don't get me wrong, I can engineer it and everything else, but I know I'm gonna recommend Skeet to you. I've always done that. Somebody that just sing like that.
Musically artists, like
Yeah,
even if they,
That's his specialty. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen him do magical things on that. Now, there's other engineers out here I've seen like do magical stuff, did that third. That's why I say I won't get into the recommending game. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Frog, man. Frog say he been doing beats almost 25 years. Next year make 25 years
Damn
for
right,
Night Rider.
Frog.
About the same. Yeah. Who are some of the people
Billy
you don't
G.
work with, Bread?
Oh man.
Locally, it don't matter anybody.
I work with a lot of folk locally. You know what I mean? A lot of folk locally. It's so many names run through your mind, like you know what I mean. It run through your mind. So as I look around, like no, so of course, I like the major heavy hitters. All right, so I haven't personally worked with E. Just me and him 1-on-1, and this is what we're doing. Like so now that's one of the ones I have. I don't work with Nod. Of course, Sean and Smoke. Me and Swish. Uh, yeah, Swayze. Of course. Shit, Quavo Shawty. I don't shit YT. Shit. El Guapo Cash. A lot of people, a lot of folk that used to hear, I would get say locally on the radio and everything else. I work with a lot of them. Even some of the people that you haven't heard on the radio. Work with a lot of them. Know what I mean? Some major producers I work with. M Jeezy from out of Jacksonville. Him and T Rone. Yeah, I don't me
Me and Player went to T-Ron Studio in Jacksonville. That's the dude that had that Hello Love.
Yeah.
Yep.
That boy fire.
So we been down there, and I did that off the strength of Sean, just being in the studio with Sean.
Hey, that's how we went down there.
Yeah,
We
Young
went down-
Cash.
I think Sean went Young Cash.
Yeah, Young Cash, man. I work with Young Cash, man.
Did we have to work with T-Pain for?
No, I haven't worked with him. You know what I mean? But as far as like we done chopped it up on the phone, chit chat. You know what I mean? But like we ain't just did no work.
I done worked with him before pre T-Pain.
Gotcha.
Well, like that.
Gotcha.
A little bit after, but it wasn't like nothing major. But it's like, because, you know, it, the same circle. Sean, Smoke.
Man, who was down there in Jacksonville? I work with a lot of folks in Florida and Atlanta. So like Jacksonville.
You ever worked with Young Corn before?
What they had route name? I don't know. Man, it's so many folks that I just can't even remember. I know, and so these people that don't name it, they just stuck out to me. Like Nina Black. All right, so Nina Black, if y'all ever seen Queen Pen,
Yep.
that her song at the very beginning of that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of the realest ones I done met, dog. Who else I done worked with? See, that made me think of females. Like females in Albany. Lola. You know what I mean? Yeah, I work Lola. I've recorded Baby Finley before. Mike Hart. Desiree. Shit, man, it's a lot of them, man. And I know you got a catalog too. Go on, get it. Yeah, go on, get it to me.
Shit. Albany, I can say, goddamn, I done work with. And that's why I'm so good with R&B, because I work with people. Like when I first started, I was working with people like OE.
You.
So OE, from the OE to Big Nod, Cotton Pickers, of course, therapy. You forgot, you never work with therapy, though?
Man, yeah, of course, Jack, man. So let me tell you about therapy, dog. All right, because you were talking about him, on the Good Shape Radio. Goddamn, do you know who taught me music? Kendall, nigga.
Oh yeah,
Kendall. So now it's the Knot building. Now it's the goddamn the drug unit, the ADDU building.
Right there?
Yeah, but you
Oh,
know,
yeah, he used to teach music though.
they used to be Musta King Gradle. Yeah, they used to be a music conservatory, man. That man taught me how to play the drums, taught me how to read music, taught me how, like, all the notes, man. Like, I'm a real nerd when it comes to that music.
I want to say that's how you met Paul.
Okay.
Paul was playing the saxophone and was going there. I think Paul went there.
Gotcha.
I think now. I don't know. But I think he met Paul because Paul was playing, Paul played the saxophone.
Okay.
And that's how he met them was they just started. I guess
Gotcha.
they started rapping.
Man, and shit, and Jack, how I end up goddamn even linking up with Jack, it fucked his world up too. Like, know what I mean? Like shit. Now, my homeboy had then took me to the black hole when it was by Applebee's off of Point North. You know what I mean? When it was over there, my homeboy took me over that bed. But I know what I mean. We wasn't just in the studio then. But Jack had them damn work with 2 Chainz. Had him and I seen he made the cowboy beat. You know, and then once I seen that, I like shit, man, that man really know what he doing. And he from, you know what I mean? He used to be in my city. You know what I mean? So to me that was an inspiration. Like shit, I hear your work, you know what I mean, on a national level, you know what I mean, on the certified industry level.
Oh, so you ain't beat Jack to the 2 Chainz era.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, like besides going to his studio, you know what I mean, when it was on Point North.
I met Jack. All us used to work at Caltech. Me, Jack, Kamisha, Cal, Big Josh, all that worked at Caltech. So that's how I met Jack. I didn't even know he knew Kenjo until I started going to Kenjo's house, and he was there all the time. I was like, damn, because I'd never been to Black Hole. I don't think.
Yeah, man, I had.
I didn't know him then. I didn't
went-
even know Kenjo was a rapper. And me and Kenjo went to middle school. I've been knowing Kenjo since 5th grade.
Nigga, I didn't even know that Ronell got kicking with goddamn bro, Clientele Nail.
Oh, I met him rapping.
Yeah, Clientele Nail. I got them around and I was like,
First time I met him,
I was like, ain't this?
Nigga ain't scared of a charge.
I like, yo, I like, man, ain't they Kendall sitting on the front board? He was like, you know Kenjo? I said, Kenjo? I like, from therapy? He was like, yeah. I was like, damn, Kendall Johnson, Kenjo. Yeah.
Sharon tried to introduce me. When the first time I went down to Tallahassee, he tried to introduce me to Kendall. And at that time, Kendall was like, boy, I know Skeet, but me and Skeet, been on each other since 5th grade. Went to high school together, played basketball, all that. And even then, I don't know, but he used to always try to get me in the band because I used to be the one instead of how beating on the desk and shit, on the bus, going to the basketball game, beating on the desk and beating on the side of the bus and shit.
Man, Kendall is the reason why I went to goddamn while I joined into the band, man, because I already know how to play the drum. He taught me. I already know how to read music. So shit, it was just natural for me to get in the band. But back to Jack, shit. So after all that, man, you know what I mean? Seeing bro did that 3rd. I know he got a studio in the A. So shit, I asked him. I said, shit, man, how much for a session? And so he told me a price and everything else. So I had done paid it and everything else. Went up there, nigga don't know none, know what I mean? None of this shit. And then nigga said, shit, you got the song? It was me and my homeboy David. I said, bro, I don't rap. Nigga, talk to me. Tell me the secrets. You know what I mean? Tell me, look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Look, I add this, and this. You know what I mean? And the reason I do this, am I on the right track? And he was like, bro, you don't rap? Like, you don't? I like, nah, nigga, I'm an engineer. Shit, I said, dawg, I ain't gonna waste your time, like time and money. So, know what I mean? The only way for me to get there and get you to sit down and talk, and for me to buy this session from you. You know what I mean? So, shit, we here now. Look at, know what I mean? We lit. And shit, from then, you know what I mean? We built a relationship, shit like that. Shit, and then I just go to his studio and record other people.
I don't think I still been in Jack. Every time I go up there, either he was out of town because I was around time he was actually engineering. When we was up there, never got a chance. But shit, it's like that's how when I had first got the song, I had did one the beat that had 2 Chainz on it. Where I did a song with Blood Raw, and goddamn, he hit me up was like, man, no 2 Chainz just got on one of your songs, one of the beats you did. I was like, I don't remember sending him no beats, so I'm confused. And find out that it was a song he did with Blood Raw. But we had did, I want to say before that, we had did some work with him that we didn't know. That me, him, and Sherm had did a beat like, it was like Family Homecoming down in Tallahassee.
Okay.
And I guess they was going to use it for the Player Circle album, but they didn't use it. So he ended up using it on the Codeine Cowboys mixtape, the song called $2. broke no more.
Yeah.
When they got Trader Truth and some dude named
Yeah.
LBZ. Yeah, that was one that we did because it's like 4 other versions of that song. Cause you got one with
Okay.
3 to play on that bitch. Cause we was actually shopping that song and the hook and the what's called around.
Speaking of three of the player, through Sherm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Through Sherm. You know what I mean? I'll actually. You know what I
Did
mean?
some work with him. Three
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah. Through shit, Bubba Sparks. You know what I mean? Sherm. You know what I mean? Sherm sent the track for Sean from Bubba. You know what I mean?
The one with Sean.
Yeah. That yonder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did some shit with fucking 8 Ball. Recorded 8 Ball one time when they came when him and MJG came to Albany. They performed at Chill.
I did that at Agape, right?
Yeah. I remember that.
Fucking I worked with Frenchie before. You know Frenchie? From Brit Squad.
I would say 1017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a song with him. But it was a weird song. 'Cause it was like a song he was dissing somebody else. So I don't know how that
Well, he
went.
whispering.
No, he was. I don't know. No, he was rapping.
Okay.
But it was
So you know-
he was dissing somebody. It was a
Okay.
diss song. So I don't know.
That nigga be whispering when he rap.
Yeah, he's on Frenchie. I mixed a song with Gucci. That was the first time I mixed a song like that. I did a song with Black Boy and Gucci. That that was the first time I just seen
I don't
a
work with
tracked
Black.
out beat from an industry producer. Like when I had got the beat from Zaytone, I was looking at that beat like, dang, this how this nigga tracked this beat. And this bitch sound good as fuck. And ever since then, I've been using that formula.
So what's the difference?
Record everything into.
Ah.
See, you know how most people use Fruit Loop? They track it out.
Mm-hmm.
The secret is, that's why, because a lot of people just always come and be like, man, why your beat sound so clean and sound like this? And
Y'all
it's like-
producers and engineers, y'all listen up. He getting that game.
they're like, why your beats always sound like this and sound like that? I said, because I literally record my sounds. Like if I'm using, like when I used to make beats, I used to use Reason. So I would open up Reason in Pro Tools,
Right.
make the beat in Reason, and I would open up, if I use 16 sounds, I'm opening up 16 stereo tracks. And I would basically set up a bus to Reason where so basically if I hit record on Pro Tools, whatever I play in Reason, it'll record it through. So now the quality that I get from my sound is the original quality. But when you put in Fruit Loops, you already open it up in one sample rate. Then you bounce it down. When you extract it, you're saving it to another one. Then when you import it into Pro Tools is gonna open it up in a whole different one.
And converted as well.
And then when you bounce it down, you convert it again. So now you done change the quality of your beat 4 times, and I've only did mine 1 time when I bounced it down.
Gotcha.
Because when I open up Pro Tools, it's basically recording the sound into it. It's not being imported, so it's not converted.
Right.
It's basically like you recording your audio vocal. It's the same way.
Okay.
Except it's coming straight from the other DAW, and I can control the levels of it off rip. So I can leave all my shit at 0 and my whole beat will be balanced. Because when I track them in, I make sure, because if your sound's too loud, if you got a loud sound on it, you can tell. Because that shit'll mess the fuck a beat up. Like YouTube beats. That's why they sound the way they do, because they have all their shit be blasting.
Damn.
So that's why you look at a YouTube beat and you put on -15 and wonder why it's still so loud.
Yeah.
And the quiet or the 808s
why?
don't just hit, because when it's distorted and you start putting plugins on it, all you're doing is bringing out the distorters. Again.
Well, I know a lot of producers. They do that on purpose.
Yeah, I would do it too.
Yeah, they do it on purpose. So
You gotta call me.
yeah, you got to call me. You can't steal my beat.
Yeah.
Smart though.
But
for you jackers,
people still do that shit and put that shit straight on goddamn and
Throw that
one thing
bitch
they
dead
don't know,
on,
they put
huh?
that bitch on iTunes. A nigga could snatch that bitch down.
Yeah.
Easily. We have done it. We've done it to a beat that we helped the dude. We basically remade a beat and he put it on iTunes as if he did it, all the credit, and we went and snatched that bitch straight off and did the right stuff on the beat. Like he didn't even get the person that was rapping on the song any credit. That was crazy. And we just went like, can't do that. That's one thing that you gotta get that right though. With just doing them beats. It's just when you record that shit, it just sound way better. Then when you start recording vocals, like me, I don't even like to record. If I ain't got the beat tracked out, I don't even want to use the song. Like, especially if I'm working on something, I either have to remake the beat or we can't use the beat.
It got to be the real thing.
Yeah, it got to be tracked out. Cause that shit just sound. You can tell when the beat tracked down. You can tell when it's just a 2-track. That shit, everything just sound like one when it's tracked out.
Hey, engineers, learn how to mix a beat. I would say that. So when you get a track out, it's not foreign language to you. You know what I mean? Learn how to pan those drums and everything else, man. If you want, do you want to keep it in the middle? Do you want to spread?
I put mine in the middle.
See what I mean?
I put 808s on the. I lead 808s.
Left and right. Yep.
But kicks, claps, snares,
Straight
hi-hats,
through.
I kind of lead them straight up.
Well, I'll offset them a little bit. I might go. All right, so let's just say my hi hat and my closed hi hat and my open hi hat don't clash. I might go 3 to the right. You know what I mean, on that open hi hat, and then that closed hi hat maybe 4 to the left. You know what I mean, or something like that. Nothing too major.
Yeah, it's like with 808s and kicks. Like I kind of do that too, but you could blend them a lot too by changing the frequencies of them to make them don't clash. Like the kicks, like me, anytime I do my kicks anyway, I always tune my kicks down. Anyway, just make them hit hard. I tune my kicks down, but then you have to use them frequencies to goddamn make sure they don't have the same frequencies as the 808.
Ooh, hey, and another thing, vocal chains. Hey man, how you add them plug-ins, it matters.
Oh yeah,
It matters. Yeah, that order, that chain, it matters. Please believe it matters.
You can tell when you switching them around, you can hear the volume increase or something get better. Like, cause to me, the first thing that you're supposed to do on a vocal is always tune it first. If you use auto tune, you tune it first. Then you can use what they call they basically do like a simple EQ where it's basically taking the lows out, raising the highs a little bit. Or you could do an actual vocal cleanup, which is sweeping. That's a whole nother ball game. That's where you find all the bad frequencies in the song, in the vocals, and cut them down. That's like a whole nother thing right there though. But most DAWs you use got presets for vocal cleanup anyway. It's just like a generic vocal cleanup, and sometimes you can get away with using that. But you want to go in depth, sweeping is the next thing. Then of course you use like a light compressor.
Okay, I see you, Cautious.
Then after you use light compressor, then you go to
What's going on, Cautious?
what did I use? I forgot what I used after the goddamn light compressor. Let me see, I got a picture of this shit.
Like Skeet, you just mentioned something like I don't think a lot of niggas understand like it's levels to using auto tune, bro.
Oh, there's levels to it.
Like you just can't jump on that
man.
motherfucker and think that shit goddamn gonna be T-Pain, bro.
Yeah, the best way to record with auto tune is record with it on your voice while you're doing it.
Then that way you can hear, you know. Also, you have to kind of know the tune of
The beat.
Exactly.
If you don't know the tune in the beat and you just rap it in and say put auto tune on it, that shit gonna sound bad. And if it do sound good, certain parts of it's gonna sound bad, but you kind of can't fix it because you didn't sing it in the right key.
The way you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Basically. The way you were supposed to sing it a certain way, you didn't do it like that. But I mean, after a couple of times of doing it, you should learn it. But if you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, I mean, it just ain't no helping you.
Yeah, at all. It's just gonna make it not work. I
Sorry.
recorded some horrible song with iTunes. I'd be like,
Hey, I recorded a horrible. So all of the etiquette tips that we gave today, I've had this one artist come in here, and he's done all of that, and including the auto tune part too. He didn't have a beat when he came. Shit, I'm gonna let you choose it, Bread. And the way I said that, I think y'all niggas know what I'm talking about anyway. I ain't gonna call his name, I ain't gonna put him out there. Know what I mean? I won't do you like that. then goddamn, know what I mean? They have it beat. So that means you wasn't prepared. You know what I mean? You didn't know what you was gonna say. You know what I mean? You freestyled it.
What was the name of the song, bro?
We'll find out who it was.
Don't say it, nigga.
We gonna do like Vlad TV. We gonna, hey, what Vlad say? Oh yeah, we gonna talk about that off camera when we get off camera.
Yeah.
Don't give me that name of that song, my boy.
The nigga is lucky. Let's just say that. He's a lucky charm. You know what I mean? And y'all should figure that out. You know what I mean? But whatever though. But yeah, he did. And nigga,
He a lucky charm.
put the auto tune on top. So on top of you ain't know what you were gonna rap about because you ain't had no beat. So you know what I mean. You took 45 minutes to record it. You came in at 4. Here it is 4:47. You know what I mean. You jig.
He's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, like man, fuck it. Shit, just mix it, bro. Just mix it, nigga.
No.
Nigga. Your session is over with, son. Hey, you want to get Mario you know what I mean? You want to record just a little bit more? You know what I mean? Want to do an extra 30 minutes? You know what I mean? Call Mario, let him know you want to do an extra 30 minutes, man. You know what I mean?
Like, see, that what artists gotta understand, bro.
Clientele,
When you
bro.
book your
Bro, we
session,
just talking about you, boy.
when you book your session,
Hey, hell yeah.
you gotta know it's a possibility it's a session right behind you.
Yeah.
So you just can't automatically assume, oh shit, I'm gonna go out there and just grab another hour. No, you not, nigga. It's levels to this shit. I probably got another session.
I think one of the worst sessions it ain't the worst session, it was just one of the sessions that just irked me the most was, you remember when we was at my house and we was working on the shit with E? Like we did the Sky song. To the Sky.
Yeah.
Was you there when we were doing that? Yeah. To the Sky. Remember how it's like the dude gave E the beat. He couldn't really figure out what to do with it. It was just all over the place. So then it was like a little riff or loop or whatever what that he used. So we took that and basically built a whole nother beat behind it. So he was like, okay. And we came up with the song, did the song. So when the guy heard the song, he was like, oh my God, this sounds like the greatest thing he ever heard in his life. So now he wanted me to mix his stuff like that he had already did. So he started bringing me sessions that he recorded. And boy, when I tell you every song that he played, he wanted me to add something to the beat. So basically, he basically want me to just redo his whole beat. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna redo it. I'm just gonna, because if I redo it now, I feel like it's part mine.
Yeah, y'all collabing now.
Yeah, it's part mine.
Y'all collabing.
But he was doing, it was like one instant, let's say, and then he was one of those ones that he always wants you to change something and change something. You telling him like
That's a boy that usually comes to the crib on Society.
Yep.
I know exactly.
And then I used to be like, I already know that's not gonna sound right, but he keep telling me to do it. So one time he had me arrange the beat. I arranged the beat for him. Then he wanted me to arrange the second hook this way, and then arrange the third hook this way. And then after I done mixing, we just listened to the song. He like, something don't sound right. I know what don't sound right. JD don't know yet. JD still trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm just playing it back. He was like, it's just something missing. I said, I know exactly what it is, but I'm just gonna see if you gonna figure out that you the reason why it sound like this. After 20 minutes of just sitting there, he had me go back and fix it. I said, okay. So I asked JD,
No.
do you know? I looked at JD and said, JD, you know why he keeps saying that? He like, nah, I don't know. Then I just kept. So I said, you want me to tell you why you hearing that? I said, first of all, you made me arrange the first hook this way. Now you made me arrange the second hook a totally different way. So now you looking at it, stuff sounding louder than it did before, and you making me cut it down, and then when you listen to the first hook, it's low now.
Gotcha.
I'm like, because you can't change all that shit and then think it's gonna sound the same every part, because that part supposed to always sound. That's the only part of the beat that's gonna sound the exact same. Is the hook. It's gonna sound the same from the first time you hear it, the second time. The verses will sound different because you're gonna arrange the beat different. You don't really arrange the hook. every time you get there. It's,
So was
Alright.
he an engineer or was he just a producer?
I think he was the producer.
Okay. So
Or let's just say he make beats, because them two different things now.
Mo definitely.
Two different things.
Yeah.
Because you could not make a beat and be a producer.
Diddy.
P Diddy.
Yeah, that's number one, Diddy.
You the one
You
that
know what I mean?
orchestrate, put everything like, shit, I can go get a bass guitar player. I can get a nigga on the beat machine, get a nigga on the keyboard. I've done it. I've made a beat and had somebody come in and play keys, had somebody do a bass line for me, and I'd be like, okay, I did this beat, let me send it to my home. Let me send it to JD. I'm gonna get JD to goddamn add this to it, because I know he real good at that part. I'm gonna get JD to add that. That's producer, but just making a beat, giving it to it, like I'll never make a beat and just give it to an artist. Like every beat I've probably made, I've probably worked with that artist and recorded that song also. Like I've never just made a beat. I tell producers all the time, you make a beat, be in the studio if you making beats, be in the studio and start helping the artist put together the song. Like that's how you start branching off, and that's how you start getting your own sound. Now you can go get anybody and be like, shit, we just finna go do some music. I know how to orchestrate this shit and put it together.
Mm-hmm.
Along with an artist that know how to do that too. It's gonna be a hell of a combo.
Hell of a goddamn combo. Oh God.
What the hell? They were always two different things.
Hey, clientele, so I had them said, man, you were the reason why I figured out Kendall was Ken Joe. He was sitting on the porch that day, at the crib. He was sitting on the porch, and I was like, damn, that's Kendall. And you're like, yeah, man, you know Ken Joe? That's what we were talking about.
And we were talking about when the first time I heard you rap, you was on Pussy Nigga Ain't Scared of a Charge.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was the shit though. Back in the day though, when I first started doing music, that shit was crazy. I got a cousin named James McCoy. He had I don't even know if you know him. He had a
what's
label
up, Kel?
called Reality Entertainment. You ever heard of them? Yeah.
Hey, it sounds familiar.
It was like in 99, 98, and he had a studio on Weatherby in the projects.
Okay.
On the east side. And just so happened, him and Myron stayed next door to each other in Brearwood apartment. And they used to always, Myron used to be fucking with cuts and shit. So they used to always talk about doing music and shit. And James' brother is my cousin on my dad's side. So shit, he was like, yeah, man, I got a brother. He was telling him he got a brother that rap. Then Myron was like, shit, I got a cousin and his cousin. They be making beats and stuff and getting music. So we all met up and shit and find out that was my cousin brother. And he was like, oh, so shit, so then that's when I met Capo. Capo was with them. Capo, when I first started doing mixing, Capo gave me like a 4-track mixer. We used a Cool Edit back in the day.
Okay. Hey.
So yeah, y'all don't know about Cool Edit.
Cool Edit Pro, nigga.
Cool Edit is what the FBI used when they got down. They still use that shit to this day.
Hey, nigga, the radio stations, nigga,
Yeah.
they were trained them were using fucking Cool
They still
Edit.
do that shit.
Kelp, you know this, Kelp.
But
Yeah.
when the feds tapping your car, if you ever watch some crime shows on TV, look at the program they're using and screenshot that bitch put on Google. They use Cool Edit.
Hey, Caution said when Capo isolated the engineer.
Yeah, Isolator, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to go over there. It used to be me. That's how I met No Good. No Good, Do Wrong.
Hey, so No Good introduced me to the Capo. Hey, man, that nigga, No Good introduced me to a lot of motherfuckers, dog. I can't even shit on, bro. Goddamn, he introduced me to a lot of people, dog. Goddamn. I'm talking about a lot of, man, y'all know Fly, Luke me. You know what I mean? Nigga Fly 2K. Nigga Luke me gave me my very first Pro Tool, nigga. I was using Cool Edit.
What's your boy name? Peter Quisgard.
Okay.
Peter Quisgard with the crack version. I still got that shit in my Dropbox right now.
All right.
Peter Quisgard, then it was another one named Marquise something. I still got them bitches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got that bitch in my Dropbox right now.
And that shit crazy as hell, man.
I'll never get rid of it. That's how I started. So that bitch, I got the install file for that bitch right now in my Dropbox.
Man, what was it? You had to have the M audio to goddamn to make it work.
Oh no, we had that shit. We plugged that shit up through the through the headphone jack in the back of the computer. The mic was running through that. The speakers were running through that. Cause we would use the house speakers. We didn't have a studio. We didn't know nothing about no studio money.
Now I'm talking about the Pro Tool when Fly gave me my very first Pro Tool, nigga. That Pro Tool LE.
No, yeah, they had the M-Box. You couldn't use M Audio till you couldn't use that shit until Pro Tool.
M-Box. It was Pro Tool LE.
Yeah, but I've had the M-Box where you only had 16 track.
Yeah.
When it first came out, then it went to 32. Yeah. Then when Pro Tool 8 came out, it went to 64. That shit made nigga happy, boy. But I was kind of spoiled because I was using Pro Tool 8D around that time, so I was used to 192 tracks off rip. What's the goddamn? Yep, Adobe did bought. It's called Adobe Audition now.
Hey, Kel say every mix I made at the station was on Cool Edit.
Yep.
So out of all the shit, like we got Cool Edit, all that shit. What's the best? Cause I know what Jack used to use at Black Hole Studios. Logic.
No, he used Studio One.
Studio One.
He put me on Studio One when it came out.
So what would y'all like? What would y'all prefer?
I'm Pro Tools all day.
Pro Tools?
Yeah, man.
I can use all of them, but Pro Tools.
Pro Tools International, dog. No matter, I don't give a damn where you go.
As far
as a professional studio. Yeah. As far as a professional studio, dog, you're gonna use Pro Tools, dog. That's the industry standard. You know what I mean? Now they may have Logic in that motherfucker. Yeah. They may have Studio One in that motherfucker. Hell, I've seen Steinberg Innuendo. You know
I've seen Innuendo. I've seen Cubase. Like a lot of people done started back using Cubase. Like when I was in Tampa, the dude that record Plies, he used Cubase.
Yeah. Okay. Man,
but they got a new one out now. I've been trying. I want to use that bitch. Luna.
Man, dog.
Luna come with the Apollo. The Apollo is the interface it's the DAW for the Apollo. It's new.
Okay.
Called Luna.
Man, you remember that shit called Acid?
What is Cakewalk?
That's Sonar.
Cakewalk, yeah.
No, is that Sonar?
Yeah, Cakewalk Sonar.
Sonar is what Kenjo used. It's crazy because everybody used something different. Like back in the day, we used to use Cool Edit. Eden used to use. They had this board when they had the trade. They had a little rolling board. I think it was a rolling board. It was a digital mixer, and they record in that. Mario using Cubase. Goddamn. Then you had Kenjo using Sonar. Then after that then Logic kind of came out. Then that's around the time the Pro Tools kept coming out. But then after a while, a lot of people had died off of the Cubase and the Sonars and shit, because a lot of that shit was analog. And so when everything came digital, it was Pro Tools, Logic. Then Studio One came out like 2013. I was going to
Adobe Audition Pro.
Yeah. Adobe Audition, that was cool. Yeah, they just bought it.
Yeah, that's all. And that bitch started going to CS4, CS5.
Yeah, because I think Studio One, I like Studio One because it's an option in there where you can select you can change and use the shortcuts for Pro Tools.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Shit. In my mama utility room, nigga, we got right there recording on Fruity Loops. Nigga,
I've never recorded.
Fruity Loop 5, nigga.
Like I know a couple niggas that record in Fruity Loop, bro, and they shit be sounding hard.
Grand. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, hard.
And I never understand that shit. Like, how did
it's a way you can do it because I used to record. Well, I used to make my beats and I used to mix my beats in Pro Tools. But at that time, I had wave bundles, and you can use the same shit that like the wave bundles that you can use in Pro Tools.
Yeah,
you can use them bitches in Fruit Loops. You just have to scan the computer once you install it. So I used to use So you can get the same sound, but is how as long as it's digital and not analog, like plugged up through a mixer and all that shit like that. If you got like an interface and you record like that, I can see how it'll basically be on par with everything else. It's just you can't take that session to fucking Atlanta and be like, hey, I want you to mix this song unless you know how to extract the files to all that song and take that. But you take that in Fruit Loop, most studios you go to is not gonna have that. That's what a lot of people in their house got to because it's affordable. But now Pro Tools affordable.
Should have bought Raw ugly ass up here so he can give his nerd expertise.
You get goddamn Pro Tools now for $19 a month.
Nigga, you remember Acid?
Yup, Acid.
Man, I remember it was a nigga in high school. Man, it was a nigga Audacity.
Yeah, Audacity, not Odyssey. Yeah, Audacity.
So I don't know if it was Audacity or Acid. It was one of them, dog. I was in high school, and the nigga made a diss song about me.
You made a diss song about you?
Yeah, they made a diss song about me.
What's the name of the song?
I ain't gonna get into it.
I'm finna go on YouTube and find that. Bitch.
Nah, he ain't on YouTube. Nigga, we was in high school. We know YouTube and shit like that.
I
nigga.
forgot you old as hell.
Man, don't do me like
Yeah, but
that.
niggas, but niggas ain't got no iTunes. I mean, niggas
Yeah,
ain't got
nah, man.
all that shit out there. But
Man, these niggas burnt the shit on the CD and I
Well, I'm
just
finna
knew.
go to MySpace. Let me know.
Yeah,
Let me
man,
log
I
into
just
my
know
it might
MySpace.
be on MySpace. I
Yo.
don't know now because I went back to my MySpace page. They everything. Then that shit look like Twitter now.
Yeah, it changed.
What is magic?
Magic. That's a. I think that's a. Is that a dog? I think I've heard of Magic before though.
Like all this shit is new to me, bro. I ain't
Magic,
know
like
that.
a lot of that shit old.
Hey,
like Magic.
hey, Kenji said, boy, you went back to me.
I don't know
hey.
what that shit is.
Kenji, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's how I met Kenji over there. Dog, when I was young, I used to go to Kenji's house when you stayed down the street and come out of the beat. I used to go to Kenji's house at like 8 o'clock in the morning, dog. Kenji used to open up the door and go back right back
Man,
to
I
bed.
ain't gonna hold you, man. That ugly ass nigga goddamn
Hey.
this game for a long time. He knows
Man,
some shit, bro.
Hey, I remember goddamn Kenji used to
That
have the
nigga know some
goddamn
shit.
the
I'll give
mixer
him flowers.
board. The mixer board, we were goddamn recording out the mixer board. Goddamn, you had a bunch of shit, Kenji, over there on Old Blaylock. Hell yeah, nigga, you had to brought that shit out, drop that shit out over the midday. Oh, boy, you couldn't tell her nigga. You couldn't tell her shit.
Because I remember, I think the first studio I probably went to was what was that with my cousin. Like,
All right,
Mario,
before
Mario,
you say that, Ski, I was gonna
I'm
ask this
35.
question anyway.
I just turned 35 yesterday.
Before Platinum Sound, what was the studios around here before Mario opened up Platinum Sound?
bro, I don't know. I didn't even start doing music until by the time I started doing music, Platinum Sound was on.
It was already
Broad.
established.
Yeah, it was on Broad.
We need to ask some of these old niggas in the comments, man.
Cause dog, you had Omega. You had Omega down there on used to be on South Slappy in the little plaza. I think it was studio over there. Cause I want to say I hooked up a lot of I helped hooked up like sound like me and Sharon was known for just hooking up a lot of people's studios. We hooked up one over there in Fifth Ward one time. I forgot. I don't know if it was Spotless Sounds or something. Like the one we had a studio on Mocha Road that JD working at we used to be at all the time. PB Production on Mocha Road. It's like a hair salon there now, but we used to be over there. Then,
So Cool D Studio and Rollover was out here before Platinum. I remember Cool D because I used to record at Cool D over there on
He was
Magnolia.
over there on Magnolia.
Yeah, that's where I started at high school. I started recording at Cool D.
I think Rollover probably was there. 'Cause I used to go to Rollover sometime too on Clark. Rollover is where Glass House is.
Was that on the east side?
Yeah, the same place where Glass House is. It was the same building. You know what Glass House?
That's
Yeah,
before my
where they be
time.
fixing them cars at.
I've never been to a studio on the east side.
Yeah, Glass House was straight. Well, I've been there a couple times. I've been there a couple times with Kenji. It pretty much the same. It looked the same like what we Rollover. They just had different equipment. We had the studio on 19 at the Twin in the house. We had the one on Paramount. Then, I think Mario.
I heard about Brick House, but I don't think I ever been to Brick House Studio.
I've been to Brick House. Brick House was over there, and it was in the plaza with Nabs. The same thing Nabs was in. It was like a couple of doors before that. Nabs was at the end.
Yeah.
It was like a little doors down before you got to that part.
I ain't gonna hold you. I've been to Nabs one time, bro, and I had to do I want to say they were doing a backyard bash. They were doing the backyard bashes at the time on the east side, and dude, man, I can't think of his name, man. I don't want to say the wrong shit, but bro had me come over that bitch, and I had to audition to perform at the.
They ain't the one that Papa Duck had came to.
That might be. That might be.
House had came down.
I think so. That might be. All I know is, bro.
Smoked them all up. We had the van with a little Inday and all us, Island Boy Dre.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there at that. I wasn't there at that. But I know I went in that bitch to like I said, I had to audition, bro. I walked in that motherfucker, man. Look, but that shit was some scary ass shit. Yeah, boy.
It's crazy. I used to go to Nabs a lot though. I used to go to Nabs when I used to leave the studio and when I stayed in Combine Beach and come home. I used to just stop by Nabs.
That was D-Love. Hell yeah. Shout out D-Love, man.
Yeah, I knew a couple people that worked there. Like Brittany used to be there all the time.
Brittany and Alfred?
No, nigga.
You said
Brittany
Brittany?
was probably about 12. Slank Brittany.
Candy Lady.
Yeah, Candy.
Nigga,
She used to be up.
nigga.
Yeah,
Dana Dane.
Yeah, she used to be up there sometime and goddamn. I used to just stop through on my way home. I used to be there for like I probably been to that studio. I've been to studio one time. that I know of, and that was me, Big Nord, Black Gold. We actually did a song that day. Like we was in there fucking around and did a song, and then that was my only time being there. I used to be terrified to go there. Really tell the truth. Till I actually went, and I was like, it ain't that bad.
That nigga had Skeet scared out here in these streets.
Yeah, you know me when it comes to studio, I ain't scared to go no studio now. I done been in some goddamn studio that goddamn walking the door, boy, 10 to 5, easily. Well, what they say, 5 to 10, 7 years soon you walk in the door? Police run that bitch, you getting 7 years just for being there.
Damn.
I done been in some. I been 2 Chainz studios like that. Or older than that. 10 to 5. Goddamn D4L studio. Same way. Now I was scared to go in that studio. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, what? I'm glad he brought up some shit. Kenji, where was Raw Meat studio at? I know I used to go record with Raw Meat when he stayed in Albany Homes on the east side. That's when I first met Raw Meat and Slank. They was at Albany Homes on the east. That was my nigga too, bro. Shout out to Raw Meat. That nigga Dan show.
Hey, didn't Grip have a studio in their
Grip
house?
Grain had it. I know he had a studio across.
Damn, I forgot Sabotage.
It was on
Yeah, he had
Thornton,
one.
wasn't it?
He
by
had-
McDonald's?
right across from McDonald's in the White House behind the gas station.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'd-
cross street Motel
hotel.
6.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd have been
I
on
think
that.
I did a song with Bible Verse and Miss
And
Trigger
that's crazy. I just found out we were
back
cousins.
then. Yeah, I do got a song floating around here with Bible Verse and Miss Trigger. I don't know where that shit at.
I literally found out me and him were cousins. What other studio? I'm trying to think who
You found out you and who was cousins?
Grip.
Grip Grain.
Somebody else had a studio too in that bit.
Figure it out, Skeet. Get it together, man.
Like Kendra them knew somebody. They had one in the backyard. They had like a little shed. I went over there. No good, and Kendra used to be over there.
In the backyard?
Kendra. Whose studio that was? That y'all used to be at. You and No Good. It was like in the like in the shed in somebody's backyard. MP. Oh yeah, I forgot about MP.
Where was MP at?
No, I'm thinking about LP.
It's
Yeah,
your
MP.
boy.
Oh, so that's what that was. MP production.
All right, Mario said Platinum and Cool D started at the same time. Rollover started about 3 to 4 years after Platinum. Platinum started in 1999.
Yep, that about right. Cause that was about right. Damn, I thought Platinum had been there a long time. Cause my first time going to Platinum was in 19. I thought that bitch had been there. My first time going was when my cousin Jane had the label, and the first artist he was putting out was Capo. Capo did a song with D Swall. Cause I remember Capo made the beat. I think he sampled that Tupac No More Pain, but he reversed it. And D Swall was singing on the hook. That was my first, like, me and Sharon, because we used to play basketball at a house right behind Platinum.
Platinum with Outhouse Production.
Mario said he had Outhouse. He had what Outhouse Productions was, Mario?
That was over there by the funeral home, wasn't it?
By the front, they were recording in the funeral home.
I think.
This nigga Mario,
No,
boy, they were
not in-
bodying tracks for
No.
real.
No, not the funeral home. I think it was the building
Nah,
by the
Mario
funeral
Skeet
home.
said you were recording at the mortuary, man. What's going on, man? Mario bodying niggas was literally riding this bitch, man. This nigga roll hard.
But man, that was about the funniest time I probably did music. Was got to be 99 to about 2005. I mean, about 2007. That was about the funniest.
Man, we
time,
need to
though.
bring Mario in here. I want to know who the first person Mario recorded at Outhouse Productions at the funeral home.
I said, Mario, who's the first person you recorded?
He said it was behind his mama
mama.
crib. I was gonna say that anyway. I just knew it. Mario, who was the first person you recorded at Outhouse Productions in '93? I want to know that. We got to bring Mario in this motherfucker, man.
Man, you know Mario don't fuck with her now. We be trying to get Mario. They be about 3 years.
Yeah, Mario, goddamn.
Mario be like, nah.
We gonna have to get Mario some Quavo and goddamn just get him right and hide the cameras. We can't tell him the cameras on.
I'm sorry, you stayed behind the funeral home, Mario. I'm just sorry. I can't.
Yeah,
do
that was
it.
his funeral home. Hey, you talking about?
I feel
Hey,
you.
he right. That's when Casket and Lino was a group.
Lino from the
Sir,
from the east.
how old Lino is?
Nigga, you took that out my mind, cause
The boy,
I ain't said,
The
but
boy, I'm putting shit together. You like 90, 97, 99? If that was 97, and in 2023, he was a kid. Had to be.
damn.
Southern
them
Dogs
projects.
and Trigger
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah, that was Kenji was talking about them projects, but we had to react, the projects and the PJ. The Weatherby was goddamn Southern Dogs and Trigger Run. What? Trigger Run. TRP.
I ain't gonna hold you. I just want to hear a record from Southern Dogs. I just want to see what they rapping about, man. What they swag on. Southern Dogs. Let's see what we got, man.
You ain't gonna find that bitch on YouTube, so stop looking. He tried to find that bitch Southern Dog. You ain't finna find that bitch. Boy, nigga won't even use the internet then, boy.
Oh, I gotta find
Old
out
time
Southern
you-
Dogs, man.
Hey, old time we was using the internet with that school.
So do y'all listen since we on the subject of rapping? Do y'all remember when Mario was an artist?
Oh yeah, I got a song that Mario was rapping on. I'm gonna find that bitch.
We dropping that bitch Monday on the show.
I don't know if I can find Mario might got the song. One with him and Terry and somebody else. Mario
Damn.
rapping on that bitch, dog.
Damn.
Long live DJ Shock.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
for sure.
I forgot Shock used to rap. Shock and AWOL.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
wow.
remember.
Dog, I still got a CD, Shock and AWOL with the little back in the day, remember when people used to put the stumper on the CD? You remember that bread?
Huh?
The stumper. Remember people used to put them on the CD? The little sticker, like the stumper
yeah,
thing. You buy it, it's like a thing. You put the CD on it, and you put the thing in the printer, print it out.
I still got it.
You still got the
Mario
stumper.
said he got that. Mario said he got it. Send it in to the show Monday, Mario. We gonna drop that bitch, man. And I'm put you on all platforms. We finna get that money, man.
Yeah, we gonna put that bitch out, Mario.
Gonna
'Cause
put
they
that
gonna
bitch
download that bitch just to hear
out,
you rap.
Mario.
The only way you can hear that bitch is on iTunes.
Mario, what was your rap name, Mario? Put your rap name in the comments, man. Oh man, this nigga here finna make me laugh. I already know it.
Like light skin slim.
Drew, what's up, Drew?
R.I.P. T Mills. T Mills was an OG, a legend
Yeah,
for real,
man.
man.
You got Drew. Drew used to be goddamn rapping. All them
I don't want to get off subject, but Mario better. I mean, not Mario. Trey better be glad Shock had stopped rapping when he, 'cause I believe Shock would have made about 4 or 5
Who?
diss records on DJ Trey ass if he was still rapping when they had they little altercation. The Big O. Mario rap name was Big O.
Hey,
Mario been skinny his whole life. I ain't gonna be Big
hold
O.
on, time out. Where the O come from? The nigga named
Oh,
Mario. Nigga
oh.
named Mario Meadow.
The O at the Mario. Oh, Big O. I call him O. Yeah, yo. Big Big O.
Nah, hey, if you said Big Rio, it would have made sense.
Big Rio.
But the Big O.
Are you saying Mario Line ain't nice?
I said the Big O.
The Big O. Well, yeah, but Shot would have got their damn Shot would have had 100 disc records on Trey. That would have been hard. I probably would have been cool nation. I ain't
Hey.
gonna hold you.
But it's so crazy too, cause it's like one of the things where Trey can't do shit about it. He can't rap. He can't even it's like you can't even go back with a diss song. That'd be like, God, that's the worst thing to have a rap edition and you don't rap.
Yeah. Well, hey, no, Trey used to rap.
No, Trey ain't rap.
Man, shit, me.
Trey.
Trey
Dog,
used to.
dog, didn't Trey
Him and
used to rap
goddamn,
with,
him and Mike.
with Money Mine? Wasn't that Trey? Who was Money Mine?
Nah, Money Mine was
AB.
Oh, that was AB.
AB no.
Okay.
But
you had
no,
Had
no,
OP
nigga.
and Money Mine.
When
And
these niggas were in college, nigga, these niggas were rapping.
Kelp,
Goddamn.
Trey used to rap Kelp. I
Bro,
know Mike used to rap.
Yeah, I know Mike. I used to work with Mike and you all. Excuse me, you all.
I told you they called him. Oh,
Yeah, we used to work at you. I worked at him and you. I ain't know he did music till goddamn. I used to go over there when they had the little house over there on 16.
that nigga lying, ain't he, Kenji? I know Trey wasn't no damn rapper, man. He talking about he rapping. Nah, that was Mike was rapping. Trey wasn't rapping, bro. Money Mine was Trey. Okay, then.
I just finna say because that when I think that when I first met.
No. Kenji, I ain't making.
Oh, yeah, I just finna say
No.
because that was when we had the studio on Paramount. Cause he had the high,
Call
he had the
this
Heisman
nigga.
boys or something like that.
Yeah, Trey was producing this shit, and he was doing like films. That when Trey was, he was like editing videos and shit like that.
No, so where the hell I get this shit from that Trey goddamn was rapping, dog? So what video I seen? Kelp, what video was that I
That's better than
seen?
Atlanta.
I need to. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call his ass.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
call
find
that
that.
nigga, God.
Like Trey, you used to rap.
Nigga, yeah.
I'm finna call this
I
ugly
didn't know you used to
motherfucker.
rap now. Cause I think when I met Trey, I think when I met him or something, I remember Money Man when I first moved back from Alabama. I used to hear that name a lot on Paramount. We had the studio on Paramount. I was like, and I think I was working at U-Haul then. That right? Cause Mike.
Hold on, wait.
Hey, hold on. Look, we doing the live, right? We doing the podcast show. And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it a book. We was talking about artists that started that was rapping back in the day, and they brought up Shock when he was rapping with AWOL. So I was like, damn, that's kind of. I said, damn, what if Shock was rapping when him and Trey were doing promotion? I said, man, Shock probably would have had about 4 diss songs about Trey. So so Brett was like, shit, Trey used to rap too, him and Mike. I'm like, man, Trey ain't never damn rap, man. So they said call him. So I'm calling to ask, did you used to rap when you first moved to Albany and started fucking around, bro?
Not when I moved to Albany. I was when we was at GMC. I ain't really rap when we moved to Albany. It was when we was at the college.
That nigga was rapping.
Man, I can't see Trey rapping.
I
Trey ain't got a
told
rapper
y'all,
voice,
nigga.
bro.
Kids, you talking about niggas making shit up? I told you niggas.
Hey, he still got that music.
He got the right idea, but by the time I got to Albany, I
Hey,
ain't
I knew it was something. Mike let me hear some shit, dog.
That was from when we was at GMC. Yeah.
Okay, they was at
definitely.
GMC then.
Hey, you still got a
Yeah,
copy
we was
of
in
it?
Milledgeville, Georgia.
Was you asking Steve?
Goddamn
Got a copy of it?
Milledgeville.
You still got that bitch?
Hey, you still got that bitch, Trey?
Nah, hell nah.
I'm finna call Mike. Mike got that bitch somewhere.
Mike got it
Mike
somewhere.
ain't got it. Trust me, ain't nobody got it.
All right, my brother. Just want to call and tap in, man, so you can talk with us with the people, man. I'm gonna hit you when we get done. All right.
Hey, y'all know somebody who did a song that y'all probably don't know?
Who that?
That's Shabuti.
Who?
Shabuti.
Shabuti was rapping now.
You got a song called Dynamite.
Shawanda here used to be a rapper,
It's in
bro.
my email to this day.
Damn, I ain't even know that.
Yeah. When she first that bitch, she sent it to me. I still got that bitch.
Shout out to DJ Trey for jumping in, man, chopping it up with us. Oh shit, that was funny.
Yeah, so as we know, that nigga did rap now. We just gotta clear that shit up. Mike, all right, listen, my nigga, we on the podcast, we live. Where the music at where you and Trey were rapping, dog,
At
at
GMC.
GMC?
Put the phone to the mic.
Yeah, you still got it?
Hell no, that shit was on the computer. We ain't got done that shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that
Okay,
better-
it's a route then. All right.
Hey, Mike, you remember your verse, Mike?
Yeah.
Say what?
You remember your verse?
What, from back then?
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Okay.
Y'all know how many mixtapes we had? Man, we had about like 5 of them shits.
Oh, so man, so y'all nigga
Oh,
was
so
rapping.
there wasn't no
rapping.
one. Yeah, so there wasn't no one-time thing. Y'all had projects. Y'all boy had EPs out here.
Hold on, what? You say y'all were wet, bro?
We were trying to get signed by Big Cat Records with Gucci Man.
Oh, he didn't tell us all that. But Trey left all that
Yeah,
shit
Trey
out.
ain't tell us all that now. He left that part out.
That boy said they were trying to get signed with 10, 17.
Okay.
17.
Hey, so you will live on the podcast, man. We gonna get into all that, man. But yeah, that's all we wanted, man. I appreciate it.
All right, y'all live niggas.
All right.
So you mean, so he, it's funny how Trey left out of all of that now. He tried to goddamn be with Gucci.
Back to the studio etiquette.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we really did get our subject a lot.
All right, let me ask y'all this, man. As far as like creating the vibes in the studio, as far as with the artists, I know y'all mentioned earlier, like have your shit together before you come in there with that third. But it also we got to keep in mind some artists got to get into they groove. But I guess that goes back to what y'all was saying, like if you
do
gonna
it before you come.
do that, at least book 5-10 hours so you can goddamn got time to play with.
There you go.
You got time to smoke, drink, whatever you gonna do. Call your females up, whatever, your homeboys, whatever y'all got down.
If you book an hour session, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You know what I mean? And expect a full complete song. You know what I mean? Mixed as well. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, dog.
Y'all gotta stop blaming these engineers because y'all song trash too. It don't be our fault. Hey, it's like if you give me a rubber band and tell me to build a house, I'm gonna try my best. Mike can't do it,
Mike can't do it.
but I'm gonna try.
Now we've been all over the place. Like a lot of people think you just get your computer, mic, headphones, monitor, interface, and you got you a studio. They don't understand. Like I had the pleasure of actually building and putting the studio together from scratch. Shout out to Island Boy Dre and Georgia Florida Parkway. Like a lot of people don't understand when me and Skeet first walked in that studio, that shit was nothing. It was just a wide open space. So I then got educated on the term of what they say, build a wall and build a room inside of a room. Put your
Got to.
sound barriers
Got
up.
to.
So
gotta
let's
build
touch on that, on the proper ways of putting together a studio. I know with technology now you can really get
Yeah, if you
around a
building
lot
a
of shit, but
if you building a studio, like if you building a studio still and you building a room, you're supposed to build a room inside of that room, basically,
Mhm.
for the sound. So once you build a room inside of the room, that helps a whole lot. The room might be smaller, but that's why you use a bigger room. So when you make it smaller, it'll be the size that you originally wanted at that time. And you can tell the difference when you in a room that's built like that to a room that's not built. Trust me, you can put all the panels on the wall you want
But
to. You can tell the difference.
Hell yeah.
Like I've seen some. That's a shout out to goddamn Westcott too. I be seeing him be doing studio. Dumar.
Okay.
He be doing he be designing studio for people now.
Okay.
So he be on Instagram. He be showing like how he be building. Like that shit be looking fire. Like fire. And like yeah, you gotta.
Shit,
but even if you don't got money, I tell people now, if you got a home studio, the best investment you can make is a chaotic ball.
is it what now?
The chaotic ball.
Okay.
That's the ball that you
That
ball that
mic
go
with
around
the
the
ball around it. Yeah.
You can record that bitch. You ain't gotta have no padding, no nothing. You just that bitch is just that great. Like I love it. Like I'd have recorded so many songs. Even without that, I knew how to the maneuver. Cause I had a studio in a room, just a regular room. I ain't have no pad on the wall or nothing. But I knew how to alleviate the what you call it, the deficiencies that you have. I knew how to get around that shit by just using certain plugins to kind of minimize it. But
So let's get into since we do that. Hardware versus non-hardware. Cause like you said, player, it's a lot of folks think that just because they get a little interface, you know what I mean, plug it into it, you know what I mean, and get a little $50 microphone, everything else, everything good. Like I believe in that extra hardware, man, that compressor, that preamp, everything, man. Like you know what I mean? That all that before it goes into it.
But you want to know something crazy? Now, that shit is so affordable now, where if you just get the Apollo Twin, like the new Apollos.
It has it built in, right?
Yeah, they have a built-in console where you can put plug-in. You can just buy right now, back then, if you want to get an Avalon, you got to pay $3,500. Now you can get one for $300. Or you could just subscribe and pay $19 a month and get that. And a whole bunch of other compressors.
All right, but does it still give you?
I've heard both. I've
Okay.
watched videos. Like I've actually went to a preset because when Mario had messed up one time, he had me take it to the house try to see if I could figure out what was
Just
wrong.
put him
with
out
it.
there, Skeet.
Huh?
Just throw him under the bus. His shit messed up, ain't it?
No, you know when they had messed up, he had got it fixed, but it was making a humming noise. So he told me to take it to the house so you can figure out what's wrong with it.
Troubleshoot.
So I had the Apollo interface, and I bought the Avalon plug-in. So I went to one of the little vocal presets on it that sounded good, and I actually set the Avalon the same way that the preset was set.
Okay.
And I recorded. I had Lazy Boy at the crib. I recorded him doing one take with the goddamn Avalon, with the actual Avalon, and another take the same way with the fucking
preset.
with the preset. I basically unplugged the Avalon and went straight to the interface and just used the preset. And to me, it's like a small difference, but the average person, if I played it for a player, he probably wouldn't even know. He would think they were the same. He just think I just duplicated it.
Damn.
Like I almost couldn't tell the difference between both of them. And when I did it, I just got down. Like I knew which one I recorded, but I got down just was playing it. I was listening to it, and I had it on loop. I'll play one, mute it, unmute the other. And, I had a touch screen, so I was just pressing that bit so I can, like Simon said, clicking on it and playing it was just playing instantly.
So you're saying basically, all right, so just to go back to what we were talking about. So would you say hardware is obsolete now? Like it's not necessary?
It's becoming obsolete now. But a lot of people use hardware for other reasons too. Like a lot of people use those channel 500 series. Like what JD got with the box with all the rest. They use a lot of like the API plugin. They use that shit for live instruments a lot, like drums.
Gotcha.
Like they run they drums through it.
Right.
Or they may run their cymbals through this. Or they run when the beat tracked out, they'll play it how they play it, but they'll run it through that plugin and just give it that different sound.
Mixing it basically.
And you got different vocals. Like a lot of people still use that shit. But now it's like you can almost get this, you can damn near mimic that same sound with the, and now they got a microphone out now that can emulate every fucking microphone there's out. The Sony microphone, every version of the Newman mic. You know, it's like 7 to 8 versions of the Newman mic.
Yeah.
You can mimic all of those. The Sony mics, all that shit. The Spear, the Slate,
Okay.
Spear microphone. You can emulate damn near any microphone. And I've watched videos where they've played the original one, the actual hardware. I mean that microphone, and they play it. It's like a real subtle different, but it's almost not even noticeable.
Okay. All right. So hey, so engineers, man, that's in the comment, man. I want y'all to tap in. Y'all give me y'all opinion and everything. You too. Like, how do y'all feel, man? What do y'all run within y'all studio? Because I know it's a lot of y'all in there. How do y'all operate y'all studio, man? Because you hear how I said I want. So what I did was this when I was just running my own thing before I just got rid of everything, man. Hey, I bought me a rack box, a travel rack box. I had a preamp on that motherfucker. I had a compressor on that thing, and I also had a EQ on there. So it was already catching all of that before it would even hit the computer and everything else. So tell me, like, what y'all think on that? Like, what y'all feel? How y'all? Tell me what they say. Skeet, my phone dead.
Yeah, but that's the best way. But it's a downside. It's a con. What do you say? Pros. It's a con.
Pros and cons. Yeah. So what's the? So what's the pros? What's the pros? Let's do that.
The pros of it, you get the compressor before and